I'm so excited to be back again and doing things that we like to do. I'm so excited to have you here with me, and I'm very excited to be with you. So why don't we grab some water? If you haven't eaten anything in a little bit, grab a snack. I might be snacking today too. And we get to do some things together. So buckle up, we're gonna go for a fun ride. You guys are ready because I'm so excited for what we're gonna do today. Completely safe space, so I'm very comfortable doing what I'm about to do. I'm not gonna shave, but I'm getting rid of my eyebrows for today's look. I'm so excited. I'm gonna try the glue down method, so stay tuned and we'll see how it turns out. It's time. I have my glue. Get all of your things together so that we can have fun and keep each other company while we do whatever it is that we want to do. I'm so excited to see how your hobby turns out, and I'm really excited to see how this turns out, so let's get started. I've done this once and I've never done it to a full brow, so we're gonna see how this turns out. It might be awful, it might not be. We'll find out when we get there. I'm gonna start by trying to brush out my brow hairs, and then I'm gonna put some glue on it, and then I'm going to set it with powder. So let's try it. Color corrector for my eyebrows, so I might just use some red lipstick and see how that goes. I've done the color correcting before I set my eyelids, but that's okay. We're gonna use the concealer again to cover the color correction that we just did for the eyelids. Eyebrows. So yeah, let's go over to that. This is what it looks like when the lipstick is on my eyebrows. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. We'll get there. Before I do that, I'm just gonna prime my face quickly, and then I'm gonna put the concealer on my eyebrows, and then I'm gonna put foundation on. Closer. We're getting closer. Let us keep going. This is definitely a look like perfect for family gatherings. It'll be a great point of conversation. Perfect for a nice night in. It's wonderful. You can watch Netflix all day in this look. It's very comfortable. That's not true, but we have to make light of the fact that I look like this. This is amazing. I am just gonna add, this is the flower setting powder by Beauty Bakery in all of my shiny spots. So anywhere where I think I get really oily, which is normally like right in these smile lines, underneath my eyes, on my forehead, and on my chin. I have an oily T-zone, so I like to do there. So I'm gonna do that quickly. I'm also gonna reset my brows one more time too, just to make sure that it stays. Today I'm going to use the Pretty Vulgar Nesting Face palette, and I'm going to go into Son of a Bee right here in this bottom corner. Camera, I actually went back and put a little bit more of my Clinique foundation over my eyebrows because they were showing through just a little bit more than I wanted them to. And then I actually used just a foundation brush instead to blend that out, which actually worked a lot better than my beauty blender. So now I'm gonna contour my forehead, which I don't normally do because I have a not a huge forehead. So without my eyebrows though, it gets a little big. So we are going to contour my forehead for once. A minute too and say that I hope whatever you're working on is going grand, and if it's not, don't you worry, you are a strong individual and you will figure this out. Smartest person I know. Time to wipe away my set eyebrows. I have very dark eyebrows, so this might be as good as it gets. It's okay, but what that means is I have more lid to work with, so all for this. I'm all for it. Let's do it. In the same palette, I'm going to go into Hush Blush to color my cheeks. And this is a Morphe M104 brush. Am I lying just on powder highlighter today? Oh, this is blush. I'm just gonna go in with a big fluffy brush and kind of smooth out the blush that I just placed and like kind of diffuse it, buff it out a little bit. I know I feel like it's too late. Maybe we add a little more blush. Yeah, we'll do that. So now I'm gonna highlight, and I'm gonna use the Hourglass Vanish highlighting stick in Pink Flash. I use this a lot, so I have to crank it a little bit. And I'm just gonna place that right where I normally would powder highlighter. And I'm gonna just like do quick little jabs so that I'm not streaking any powders underneath it. Nice and light. And I'm still gonna put a powder over it. This is just like a good base so that it's like I'm having so much fun right now. Okay, and I'm actually just gonna take like a finger and buff it out. You can use a beauty blender if you want, you can use a brush if you want. This is just my preferred method. Okay, so we've got a cute little base for our highlighter going. A little on my chin because I'm feeling a little spicy. And the powder highlighter I'm going to use on top of that is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder highlight in the shade Cocoa Bling. So, oh my god, oh, look how pretty that is. And I'm just laying that right on top of where I put the stick lighter. Okay. A little bit of this goes a way long way. I literally only take it out of the cap every time I use it. It's a loose powder, so you're gonna have this forever. Beautiful. That's amazing. I love it. Okay. Oh, my chin. I forgot I did my chin. There we go. Here comes the fun part. So I'm gonna be doing like some kind of browns, maybe some blues. I can't tell if that's gray or blue. I think it's blue. Smoked out something or other, something fun. We'll find out. We'll figure it out. It's fine. So I pulled out literally every single palette that I own that has some kind of blue or brown in it, so we'll figure it out as we go along. I think though that I want to start with, this is the Morphe and James Charles palette, and I think I want to start with this like dark shade of blue that's in the bottom. So we'll start there and we'll use that on our outer corner, and I'll probably like wing it a little bit. Get it? I'll probably wing that a little bit and then also use it on the inner corner too. I did use this brush. This is a Lavish tapered blending brush to apply the blue, and then I just took a clean buffing brush to buff out all of the harsh lines because this is only going to be a base shade for me. I'm going to actually put some brown on top of it, and I still want to go in like the inner corner and add some of that blue. This is a Morphe M420 brush that I use to just buff out all of those edges. What that inner corner with the blue added looks like, and this was a Moda Pro BMX 420 detail brush, so I used that just to get in the inner corner, and I used the same brush with no pigment on it, so I just cleaned it on my color switch to blend out and diffuse that blue. So now I'm gonna try and find a brown that I want, a dark brown hopefully, and I think I'm actually gonna do the Evening Glamour palette by Blink, and this has a really pretty dark brown in here called Nightfall, so I think I'm going to use that and start layering it over the blue that I just placed. This in a little bit more of a precise area. I am going to use that same detail brush to make sure that I stay within the shapes that I've already created with the blue. The basic shape of the brown that I wanted to lay down, I'm going to go back in with a fluffy brush, a blending brush, and I'm going to start buffing out those lines again, but I'm going to add a little bit of the blue from the James Charles palette so that I can blend that blue and that brown together. So I'm going to use a Morphe M200 brush, and I'm going to dip back into the blue on the James Charles palette, and I'm not going to pick up a ton, but just enough so that I can blend out the brown and get those two colors looking like they're a big happy family. And that's not turning out the way I wanted, so what I'm gonna end up doing instead is dipping into the brown and seeing if I could do it better that way. For consistency's sake, I'm still gonna do the blue on this side, even though it's not working. But you know what? It's okay. It's totally fine. So that's gone. I'm just gonna clean off that brush one more time. Not that it really matters because it's going back into the same blue, but I'm gonna dip back into Nightfall from the Blink palette and see if I can blend it out a little easier with this color. That's working a little better. Yeah, that's working way better actually. Oh, and now that I have a whole mirror up to my face, I can see that I missed a spot over here with the blue. That's okay. I can go back and fix that. So while I'm having a grand old time blending away, if you guys want to grab a snack, you're more than welcome to. Stay hydrated or continue working. That's totally fine. If you're in a good spot to stop, then I would say stop. But sometimes I get it. You get caught up in something and you're so close, you gotta finish it. Just do it. Girl, do it. Yeah, blending with the brown is definitely a better decision. Okay. So now that that is pretty blended, I'm gonna go back in with the blue really quickly and just fix this side. So now's a good time to take a break. I'll be right back. So that's fixed up a little tiny bit. It's okay. I'm gonna still go in with that lighter color and buff out all of the edges of this. So don't fret, even if it doesn't turn out the way that we want it to. We still created it, we still stuck to it, we have something to be proud of. So moving on. I'm gonna go back into Nightfall and just add a tiny bit to the inner corner where I already put the blue. So I'm not putting it all the way as far in as I put the blue, but I am gonna layer it on top and then blend out like this. I love that I have a mirror on this palette and I still choose to use this mirror so I can't look at you. It's okay. It's alright. And then I go right back to doing it. Okay. And it's okay if they're not totally even. They're sisters, not twins. So, Ciate London palette. This is the Velvet palette, I should say. And these don't have color names, so I'm just going to use this gold one here for the center of my lid. And so let's do that. Why am I closing this? Let's do that. I'm gonna take this on my pinky finger and place it there. So, like this. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. I feel like an alien. Oh, it builds nicely. Can you see that? That's cute. Okay. See my little hairs coming up at the end? That's okay. So I'm gonna take a nice and clean, fluffy, big fluffy brush, and I'm going to just blend out that gold a little bit. Nothing crazy. Just so that you can't see any of my finger marks anymore. At some of my palettes, and I noticed that the Morphe 24/8 Artist palette has this really pretty gold called Front Row. So I'm gonna try to layer that on top of the Ciate London and see if it does anything different. So the same technique, I'm just gonna go in, oh wow. I'm just gonna go in with my pinky finger and layer it right on top of that. Well, okay, this is what I'm gonna say. The Ciate London is really pretty, but I think it's a little bit more for like everyday wear, which is totally fine, absolutely fine, but we're not doing an everyday wear look, so I am digging this. Cute. Yeah, you can definitely see the difference. Okay. The mirror, it's right here. Okay, so we're gonna go back in again with that fluffy brush and just blend this one out now. I'm gonna take, I actually really like using the Huda Beauty palette for the color Momentum to buff out all of my edges. So I'm gonna take that color and I'm just going to buff out all of the blue that I placed. I think I've decided that I want to extend my inner corner out, kind of to like match this that I've got going on. So I'm going to go back into the James Charles palette and I'm going to use this, you can't really see it, there you go, this angled brush. This is a Morphe M215 brush, and I'm going to dip back into that same blue shade and I'm going to try to extend that inner corner. We'll see what happens. CEO of We Will See. Okay, let me blend it out. I don't like it. I don't think, oh no. That's okay, we're gonna get rid of it. It didn't work. That's okay. On to the next thing. Doing is giving myself freckles. So I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M250S detail brush. And interestingly enough, our brow products do get to make an appearance because this is what I use to make my freckles. I know they have freckle products now, but this works amazingly, especially for pictures. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna just coat my There's one little hair sticking out of here. Where are my tweezers? Please hold. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna coat the brush in this product, and then I'm just gonna do a couple little dots. Dot, 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 dot. And then I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna push it onto that and then just dot it in the area around that. So it's gonna pick up the excess product. And if you're just touching down on it, you shouldn't be rubbing or anything if you wanna do freckles. Don't rub, just push. And they can be different shapes and different patterns. And then I do this on the bridge of my nose, and then I bring it out to my cheeks. Sometimes I'll do my forehead. Depends on where you want them to go. Sometimes what I really like doing too is giving myself like a fake beauty mark. Especially if I'm trying to cover a bump on my face. Okay, girl's looking cute. Even without brows, I have to say. Not bad. If you want a more subtle look to this, you can dust some translucent powder over it to soften them. I'm not gonna do that because I like the way that they look. And this is a platform where anything goes. So we're gonna keep these crazy freckles with no brows. And that's just gonna be the way it is. It's totally fine. Okay, I'm gonna add a couple beauty marks. Let's do one on this side. Or let's do it with something that actually works. Please hold. This is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in Intense Black. So I just made a little dot there. Can you see how cute she is? And one there. Cute! Okay, moving on. Oh, lips. So I think I want to do NYX again. I want to do the lip liner and lipstick combo. These are the Suede Matte Lip Liner and Matte Lipstick in shade Ace. I'm going in with a Beauty Bakery color, and it's a matte lip whip, and it's called Bubblegum Crisis. I'm just gonna put a gloss over this, and this is Lip Sense, a moisturizing lip gloss. So I don't think I've used this before. Oh, it's thick. Ooh, very thick. I'm gonna just put some color on my waterline, do my under eyes, and I currently have my straightener heating up so that we could do our hair. Under my eye, I already started, like when I had originally put down this blue, I brought it under the eye too, so I'm gonna just put the brown in the center and then the gold. Or should I do the brown on the inner corner? Yeah, I'm gonna do the brown in the inner corner and then the gold in the center. Maybe. Anyway. Oh, maybe we'll add some glitter tears to this. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna do gold in the center. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and finish out the blue, do the brown. Maybe I don't do any brown. Maybe I just do blue. Oh, that's perfect. I'm gonna do blue on both sides, and then I'm gonna do gold in the center. All right, let's do it. Just saw those wheels turning, so thank you so much for staying by and watching that with me. Going in again with our NYX glitter primer, and I'm gonna put that under my eye in like a teardrop shape, and then I'm gonna find some glitter so that I can put it on my primer. Love this one, so I might just take them off. It's okay, that's fine. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take them off because I don't love them there. I mean, this one's better. It's just like a little shorter. No, I don't like it as much. So it's mostly gone. That's better. Yeah, way better. Now I'm gonna layer on my two mascaras. This is the Revlon Volumizing mascara and the L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Carbon Black. This one's really good for just adding a little bit of volume to my lashes, and this one's really awesome for length and curl. So I'm gonna put this one on first and then follow it with this one. So I think before hair, the last thing that I want to do is put on some lashes. So I'm going to use these Luho lashes in style Excuse Me Mess. I think it's really cute, the packaging that they come in actually is a little diamond, and I think that's really cute. So I'm gonna get some glue on these, pop them on, and then I'll be back for hair. Waiting for the lashes to get tacky, I figured I would go in and add a little more highlighter because why not? And I'm gonna do it right on my brow bone. Really highlight that I have no brows. Yeah. I'm actually like kind of loving this. Why? One day, maybe I'll shave my brows off. So I am the first person to tell you that I am not a hairstylist. So we are going to try here and do something with this hair. I took my straightener out and everything, so we're gonna see what we can do. So I did this cute little flip. I'm thinking about putting part of my hair up at least. And then I'm gonna change and then we'll take a look at what we've got here. All right, here it is. The finished look. I want to say thank you. One, these eyebrows, unnecessary. Never need them again. However, it is probably easier to keep them on because I don't know how to draw them on for the life of me. So they'll be staying. However, I know now that I do not need them. And I also want to thank you for allowing this to be a safe space where I felt I could do something like this this was so much fun, and I really hope you guys had fun. I hope your activities went well. I hope your hobby went well. Thank you so much for bringing me on this journey with you. And I hope you had a really awesome time, because I did. Don't forget to drink some water. If you have laundry in the wash, it is time to switch it to the dryer, because I do. And I'm so thankful for you, so grateful for you that you stuck through this with me. And I'm so thankful that this actually turned out okay. Who knew? Peep this top too. I got it for $8 at H&M today. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about it, except this little lingerie strap keeps coming out. But thank you guys so much. I enjoy you. I enjoy your company, and I really hope that you continue to let me be your company throughout your activities, your day-to-day, your hobbies, the things that you love to do, and the things that just need to get done. So on to the next one. As I say, I will see you next time. See you then.